looking around for salvation. I've been looking around for the truth. All around me I see frustration, and I looked all over till I found you. I sit and listen to your stories, and you're telling me, please don't worry. There's a lot in this world you should know, and loving life is where you should go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then loving life will guide you.
Goeienaand, good evening fellow South Africans and citizens of the world, and welcome to a very, very special live stream. And it's really a symbol of what people can achieve when they work together. It's quite extraordinary. But first, tonight we had to change the live stream at short notice as our guest is without power. Sounds like power is impacting all of us as the live stream I had scheduled the other night with the Lovinglivetv team was canned when my power went down. But tonight's the night. Tonight we'll be joined by Rudi, Michelle and Muzi. Daryl and Nat were unavailable at this late notice, unfortunately. Nat, who admins our forums, has an appointment, so I will go through the forum side of our exciting new platform. Marlena could not reach Daryl, who is helping Rudi with the Lovinglivetv.com upgrades. So we'll meet Daryl at another time. When we started the journey of launching Lovinglivetv.com back in November last year, we started from a clean slate. Now we have a really exciting platform which was built out of necessity as YouTube kept censoring my videos and taking my channels down over community strikes. Read blatant censorship. I've been fighting YouTube censorship for years now, and it has just been getting worse and worse. It's amazing how many people stalked the Lovinglivetv channel and as soon as a video was posted, reported it to YouTube. They are trolls who give thumbs down before videos are even posted. And I notice that there's already one thumb down on this live stream. So we have a troll watching us. And probably they will try and report this video as well. Well, if that's the best you can get out of your life, good luck to you. Go get a real life. Anyway, let's continue. Believe me, the integrity of people on YouTube reporting news is badly compromised by the way YouTube are taking down videos. On Lovinglivetv.com we can report on anything from our perspective without suffering the ridiculous community strikes handed out by snowflakes. That is why if you don't register at Lovinglivetv.com and visit the page daily, you are missing out on a whole lot of very important news on a wide range of subjects, all topical. But if we put them up on YouTube, they would be taken down with a community strike. So the only place you can see those sort of videos is on Lovinglivetv.com. That's a very, very important message. And if the moderators can just put the full website address for Lovinglivetv.com regularly right through this video in the side chat, that'd be fantastic. Joining us tonight are a couple of the people behind the development of the Loving Life platform. Rudi, who is our web developer, and he's done an amazing job. He's been working on this now for 5 months. Michelle, our resident reporter in Cape Town, and Muzi, one of our contributing channels, or who runs one of our contributing channels. Nat, who admins of Formula, can't make it because she has an appointment, so I will take you through the Loving Life forums. And we are unable to reach Daryl, who is assisting Rudi with the upgrade of the new Lovinglivetv.com platform. And that's our fault because this is very late notice. All right, guys, I'm going to get the Loving Life family members on. Here we go. I'll start with Rudels. Okay. Hi, buddy. How you going?
Hello, Scott. Hello, family.
Now, I'll just get Michelle and Muzi on as well, and then we're all set to go. I'll get Muzi as well. Wow. Power seems to be a problem all over the world, doesn't it?
Not my side, Scott.
I know, but what happened to me on, was it Sunday night, your time?
Yeah, luckily they've forgotten about my little town as far as load shedding is concerned.
Well, you are in the eastern side of Johannesburg. What's it, the East Rand, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just waiting for Michelle and Muzi. I think Muzi's joined us. Hi, Muzi, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi,
I can't
everyone.
see you. I just see a little icon. Can you get your cam on?
I can't because my face is swollen. Remember, I had surgery a week ago.
Right. Okay, Michelle, I'm trying to Skype you. Look, there it is, Michelle. You see where that's you. Says Michelle Mullen, unavailable. Let me try again. Here we go. Okay. Michelle, add. Okay. Let's see if that happens. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
How's it going?
Now, Michelle, we can't see you either. Have you got? Can you put your cam on?
Can you see me?
No, we just see a little icon at the moment.
Hi, Michelle. I'm saying hi, Scott. I don't know if you can see me. Can you see me?
No, we just see a little icon, but I can hear you fine.
You know this. Every time you. Oh wait, Scott. Okay, hold on.
Can you turn the?
I think.
Can you
see me?
No, not yet. But can you turn down your audio, the live stream audio, so I can hear it?
You know. Okay, because I answered, Scott, and I'm seeing Rudi. Rudi's staring at me.
Yeah, but Rudi will tell you on the live stream you're not even there.
Okay, wait.
I can hear you, but there you go. Now that looks like something's going to happen.
All right.
Okay, it's just sticking there. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you
turn the? Can you see me?
All right, media pad's down so I can see what people are saying to me. But I'm not seeing Muzi, I'm only seeing Rudi. Rudi is smiling very nicely.
Yeah, well, Rudi's just that Shorty is technically challenged.
It's It's like one-way conversation going on here. I actually have no clue what to do. It says +3 at the top. I see Rudi's face, and I've got the 3 stripes at the bottom, the circle in the middle, and the arrow. What must I do?
Oh, do you see a little camera with a line through it at the bottom?
Hold on.
You should see a red telephone, and then a little white mic, and then a camera, and it'll have a line through it.
Mic, and I see a camera.
I tell you what.
Okay, so it says.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now we've lost Michelle. All right, guys, we'll get this right. Okay, just give us a second. we might just have to have Michelle on. Here she's coming back again. Hi, Michelle. You back?
Hi.
Now,
Yeah.
Michelle, look
Yeah, I'm back.
We would love to see you, but let's just run it with you as an icon at the moment. I'm going to open up with Rudi, and while I'm opening up with Rudi, perhaps you can just have a bit of a play, and if I see you come on live with a video, I'll say, that's it, Michelle. Okay, so I'll get started with Rudi about Lovinglivetv, and you just keep playing until we get this right, okay?
Okay, cool.
And Muzi in the background?
Yeah.
Now, just so everybody watching knows who everybody is here. Rudi, who you can see, he is our web developer who's been behind Lovinglivetv and been working on it from day one. Michelle is our roving, well, we call her our resident reporter on Loving Life. She does some amazing live coverage in the Cape Town area. So if you've got something happening in Cape Town, just contact me and I'll put Michelle in touch with you. And then we've got Muzi and Kozi, who is based in East London. He's one of our contributing channels, which we'll be talking about shortly. Now, Rudi, you're now sharing the screen with us.
Somebody's sharing some screen with us, and it's not me.
I think that is. I think that's Michelle. Okay, I think Michelle's trying to say to you, what should I do, Rudi?
Yeah. Let's see if I switch on allow incoming video. Maybe we'll see her. No, that's not it.
That looks like something's happening, but it's still not turning on the camera. Okay, Rudi, let's get on to LLTV, and Michelle, if you can just keep on fiddling with it, and as soon as I see you come on, I'll say, yay, we got it. Okay.
Okay, Scott.
Yeah.
There's something that I pushed a button. It says here, grid view, speaker view, together mode, large grid.
Yeah. No, it's not that at all. If you go right to the bottom of that window, the Skype window, right to the bottom, you'll see there's a little. Yeah. Do you see the red telephone?
I need to push something to see the red. Oh wait, hold on. I need to. Yeah, yes, I see the red telephone.
Okay, now right next to it is a camera.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay, hold on. Click on the camera.
Yeah.
It says camera off.
Okay, click on it again. Camera on.
Okay.
Okay, well, I think there might be something wrong with your camera. I tell you what, Michelle, rather than spend all this time fiddling with the video, we'll just have you on audio, and let's get into the discussion. Okay?
Scott,
all right.
Okay.
Scott, tell Michelle to tap on her screen. Maybe that switches the camera on.
Okay, Michelle, tap on your screen. Maybe that switches the camera on. Okay, Rudi.
I'm looking for those buttons when we were doing the live stream the other day, because it's just showing me Rudi, Scott's phone at the top. The button where maybe the camera, can you see me now if I do it this way? Can you see anything now?
No, just still the icon. But Michelle, You
No,
keep
I haven't
fiddling.
got a clue.
You keep fiddling, but be quiet. Don't say anything because I'm not talking to Rudi. We're going to go
All
through
right.
Loving Life TV, and
Sure.
then we'll come back to you shortly. But
Okay.
if I see your video come on, I'll let you know straight away. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now, Rudi, let's
Yes,
get
Scott.
the show on the road here. Now, you started working on Loving Life TV back in November last year.
Yeah, in November, but we really went live, I think, on the 7th of December.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And tell us about the early stages of Loving Life TV, because we've come a long way, haven't we?
We've come a long way, but the bottom line is we quickly outgrew our web hosting package that we had. You know, being what we are and so on, we started off with what we call shared hosting, which is basically a web hosting package where the web hosting company puts a lot of different websites of different clients all on one hosting package.
Right.
So that leaves you with very little resources to work with. Also, it was a slower machine, only 2 gig RAM and limited web space and so on. So we quickly outgrew our shoes, and the listeners will know that they often had 503 errors, which basically means that the server was getting too busy and therefore that page wasn't available or the website wasn't available. And then when we tried our one live stream with our own side chat capability, we nearly took our whole web server down. So you know, I realized very quickly that we would have to upgrade to something very substantial, you know, to be able to host as many viewers as we want at a single time.
Right.
To run our side chats and to run all our functionalities without getting all these different error pages and so on. So this is what the last 2 weeks or week and a half was all about. It was basically moving our web hosting package from this limited server, limited shared server environment to a very big hosting package. Now, Loving Life not being a normal website, a normal migration is a couple of hours and some hours of propagation, and then the migration is complete. However, our media library, which connects to an online cloud platform with 7,000 videos by now, and you know, the size on our web space itself, which was over 26 gig and so on, necessitated me doing a couple of things manually and differently. So I took it in sort of 2 episodes, if you can put it that way. I firstly fixed all the broken links on our website after the Loving Life YouTube channel was taken down, and I replaced all the videos with recoded, smaller and downloadable videos of the same content. That alone was a couple of days' work, because you know, that's a lot of videos that we've had on since December. And I fixed some other things, and I disabled some plugins, and I cleared cache, and I bought the new hosting package. And I started moving over and so on. And then this past weekend, I basically put the site in maintenance mode again and moved completely over. And then there was the necessary evil of the propagation period. Now, propagation is when the address or the electronic address, the IP address of your website now needs to point to this new hosting package. So you have to change what we call name server entries, and then there's a period of propagation, and that period of propagation runs anything from 24 to 48 hours, and in some cases up to 72 hours. So we had to field all sorts of questions, why am I getting this suspended page and that and whatever. It was all due to the propagation happening all over the world. However, that is done now. We're on our new Rolls-Royce web hosting package, which can handle thousands of visitors at the same time.
Wow.
Simultaneously. So,
well,
so
we're
yeah,
going to get there very soon, the way it's growing.
That's where we are. We can, in other words, we can accommodate thousands of people watching at exactly the same time.
Yeah.
Whereas before, the server just quickly
it could only
ran
take about 100.
Yeah. Basically what I want to do here is I want to take the people sort of through our transition and explain to them how a website works, what is actually behind a whole website, what are the layers involved in getting a website or getting hosting and putting your website on. So, Scott, I've prepared a PowerPoint presentation for us.
Great.
And if you give me 5 minutes, I can take the people as quick as possible through that presentation.
That'd be great.
Okay, so let's open that presentation up. All right, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be showing you, the people, how the layers work. And I'm going to compare a website basically to a computer that you would go and buy in a store. So say, for instance, you went to a store and you said to them, look, I want a new laptop or notebook computer. What is the cheapest that you've got? And in the computer scenario, you are then limited by what you buy. So if you buy a laptop with a Celeron processor and a smallish hard drive and only 2 gig RAM, and say an operating systems like Windows 10 Home Edition, then you've got a slow computer, and that computer is never going to be fast. And the same applies to a website. When you say, okay, now I want a website, you've got to get a domain, which is the web address that you buy. In our case, Lovinglivetv.com is our domain. And when we started, we had a small shared server environment. And
now Rudi,
go smaller.
Rudi,
Yes.
Can you share that screen for the
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot to share the screen. Right.
Okay, there you go. Right.
All right. Yes. Yeah. I just started with the presentation, and I went on to the first page, and I compared buying a new computer to buying a domain and a web hosting package. Now,
I have to tell you, Rudi, Spinnercop says in the side chat, my brain hurts already.
I'll try and make it simple and quick. A shared server environment, you can buy web hosting for $4 a month. When we started out, we didn't go that small. We went a bit bigger to about $4 is about 60 Rand a month. We were on about a 200 Rand a month package, but it was still shared server with little RAM and little resources.
Right.
So it was slow. And I had to very, very carefully manage the use of resources so that something would be put out. But now we've outgrown it. So we can compare that, to the difference between a small computer and a large computer. Say you had to buy a powerful PC with 16 gig of RAM and a solid state drive and a Core i9 processor and a powerful operating system like Windows 10 Professional 64-bit. We can compare that very strong computer to what we've got now as far as hosting is concerned. So our new powerful web hosting is on what we call a Turbo VPS package. VPS stands for Virtual Private Server, and it's only one little level down from a dedicated server. A dedicated server means that it's only you and you alone, your website, that is served from that machine, and that costs you over 3,000 Rand a month. Whereas our Turbo VPS server, it has about 4 websites on, and luckily the other 3 that are on are smaller, much smaller than what we are. So we've got basically the brunt of all the resources on that machine. So our new powerful web hosting package has got 8 gig RAM, has got a very nice big NVMe solid state hard drive, and has got lots and lots of resources to serve all these elements. So it's a fast website. It's got room for expansion. We can handle as many visitors as we like at the moment, and we can have many applications built in. So basically, a shared server environment compared to a VPS environment is like comparing a little Fiat Uno motor vehicle with no aircon and no power steering and old wind down windows to this massive Amarok 3-liter turbo diesel double cab where you can almost drive over everything in front of you. So that is what we've done. So we've got the resources and the ability now. So the first layer, in other words, is buying your domain and your web hosting package.
Right.
And that compares to say, buying a PC. The second layer is, on the PC side, would be to go into the BIOS of your computer and to configure certain basic settings, you know, how the elements of your machine will be used. And the same applies to the second layer of web hosting. You get what we call a cPanel, or in some instances with some web hosting companies, another type of configuration platform where you can go and set technical things like which version of PHP to use, your initial file sizes, your maximum file sizes, your file limits, your permissions, your allocation of resources. And if I want to be very technical, this is where you go and set your .ht access files and your php.ini files and your user.ini files, and where you set up the whole tree structure of your hosting space. You configure where your what your home directory looks like, and what your public HTML directory looks like now. Your public HTML directory is where your website sits.
Right.
So that is layer 2. Layer 3, on the screen, you'll see I'm comparing a computer's operating system, something like Windows or the Apple iOS operating systems or Linux, with layer 3 of a website, which in our case is our web platform. We are using WordPress. One can also have used Drupal or Joomla or PrestaShop. There's a host of them. And we specifically chose WordPress as our platform.
Rudi?
Yes.
Can you hit Control Plus just once?
Control Plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any way we can make your page the text a bit bigger?
The text a bit bigger.
Yeah. Just slightly. Just.
Yeah. Zoom.
Oh.
in a bit. Yeah,
No,
well,
that's not really made it bigger though. No, don't worry. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Okay, just smaller again. Just zoom into each particular part you're talking about, because we're losing some of the text because of the quality of the video.
you know, Scott, what I've written down here is not that important.
Okay.
What I'm explaining is actually,
Right.
you know, more important.
Okay.
All right. So we were on.
I think the next
3.
one. There we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Level 3 with our platform, which is WordPress. Now, years ago, WordPress was looked down on by web developers and so on, because WordPress was seen as a blogging platform. But WordPress has evolved so much that over 2/3 of all new websites developed in the world is being developed on WordPress. It's
Wow.
become a full content management system. And the nice thing about WordPress, it's open source software, so it's not owned or controlled by any of these big tech companies like your Microsofts and your, you know, it's all open source by the people, for the people, and most of the stuff that you get for WordPress is absolutely free of charge. The WordPress environment and some of the plugins. But as soon as you start going fancy and you have to enable certain functionalities, that's when you start paying for certain elements.
Yeah. The apps.
Live streaming, chat functionalities, that we call premium plugins or paid for plugins. And unfortunately, in our South African situation, is all these add-ons you pay for in American dollars. And we all know what the rand looks like compared to the dollar. So if something is $59 a year, it's almost 800 Rand a year in South African terms for one plugin.
Right.
So that's where the expenses come in and so on. The other factor which greatly affect us is any web hosting package that you can get, whether it's dedicated server, whether it's a VPS server like we've got, and we've got a big turbo VPS server, or whether it's shared hosting, you know, the smaller one that we started with. None of these platforms will allow you or provide you with unlimited web space to put all 7,000 videos that Scott has made on. So we had to really think out of the box and say, how do we get 7,000 quality videos on, you know, where do we find enough web space?
Yeah.
So what we had to do is we had to connect a unlimited business cloud network to our web space, integrate that into one another so that we could serve our media library, our videos, our documents, our audio, all the articles that we are placing on. I had to integrate the two with one another so that everything would be served from this unlimited space cloud platform. Now, cloud platforms, normally the people will know if they have a OneDrive account, or they have a Google Drive account, or they have a Dropbox account. They will know that you get 3 gig or 5 gig or 15 gig, and that's it. But an unlimited space one gives us many, many terabytes of space, and a terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes. So we now have unlimited web space. We can put 200,000 videos on if we want.
Wow. We can do a YouTube.
we basically in the big league now as far as web space is concerned. And once again, a business cloud account like that costs money. But we'll get there, and so on. You know, that is basically it. So
I just want to bring up
platform.
at this point, Rudi, that just so everybody is aware, we are looking for sponsors. We're looking for people who would like to promote their products or their services through an ad on the Loving Life platform, and obviously we'll be charging money for that exposure, and that money will then go towards covering the costs that we're talking about here. Please go ahead, Rudi.
Just from an expense point of view, we are running now at between 3,500 Rand a month to 4,000 Rand a month per month on our expenses. Our new web hosting package is 2,071 Rand a month. Our big cloud service is 1,063 Rand a month. So that alone, those two alone pushes it over 3,000 Rand, and then we've got these other plugins that we've had to buy and so on. So yeah, you know, it does cost money. So
it all adds up.
It all adds up, and because we are a community and whatever, you know, maybe it's time, you know, to think about this and to say, you know, a couple of unobtrusive adverts on the website to help cover these costs and whatever is the right thing to do, without making it intrusive and without taking your joy and your view of your pages away. But somehow we got to cover these costs. So yeah, that is something that we have to sort of think of in the next 3, 4, 5 months. I can carry the website costs for a number of months and so on, but you know, that's not ideal.
Yeah, I can totally agree.
So yeah, that is as far as the nuts and bolts are concerned.
Right.
So we've got this WordPress platform which equates basically to your operating system on your PC. So WordPress is our operating system, and WordPress has, or any web platform has, what we call a front end and a back end. The front end is what you people as visitors see, what the video page looks like for this video, or what the home page looks like, or what the 24/7 chat functionality looks like. That is the front end of the website. That's what you see.
Right.
Whereas the back end is where we physically do the work, Scott and myself, where we go and build a new video to appear on the front end. So you've got a back end, which is your admin area, where these pictures and videos and whatever are combined into a sensible page for you guys to view. So that is the front and the back end. And then on top of this operating system, like you would have with a computer, now you've got a computer and it's got Windows on, but where's your Word and PowerPoint and Excel and your Team Viewer and your Adobe Acrobat PDF Reader and whatever? Those are applications. So on top of this operating system or this WordPress platform, we have to add these applications, these functionalities.
Rudi, we're still sharing screen here.
Sorry, say again?
We're still sharing screen. I see it there. That's better. Now it's back to you. Okay.
Yeah, I think Michelle is trying to share screens and things as well.
Now, what I'd like you to do, Rudi, is actually share the Loving Life homepage and take us through the main functionalities and the main features of Loving Life as it is right now.
I will do so, Scott. All right, so the applications that we're building in, or the functionalities that we're building in, is like computer applications, like installing your Microsoft Word. We are installing our functionalities like the 24/7 chat, like the streaming and all sorts. So those are applications, and that is what we are developing on this WordPress platform. In summary, basically, most website owners, if you have a little shop and you have your little website, what you would do is you would go and buy web hosting that already has a one-click WordPress installation on it, and you never see these layers. You never see the web hosting part of it. You never see your cPanel or your control panel. You only see the back end and the front end of your website, where you actually physically place your articles and your photographs and whatever up. Whereas in our case, with a more advanced website, we often require deeper knowledge of these layers, so that we can operate at these higher levels and so on. And that also determines that you need certain skills to work in these back end layers. So where does Loving Life TV stand at the moment? It's not a normal website. It has much deeper functionality and integration. So it stands as an advanced website, and it's grown, and we've now made provision for many visitors and much more video content and many more contributing channels and so on. So that's where we stand.
So the teething issues are basically behind us now.
Yeah, the teething issues are behind us, and that's where we stand. All right, so I'm back.
Yes.
I've taken that slideshow off, so now I can take you guys through the Loving Life pages, and I'm going to take you through some elements, because today again there was somebody that asked a question on one of the on the Walk of Faith live stream of Jared and Edward. Somebody asked Viking, where do I see yesterday's Walk of Faith and whatever, so people are a bit unsure of where to go to see all the videos, past videos.
Right.
And that's why I'm going to take you through the homepage to show you what the different elements are. And please, people, have a good look at what I'm doing now, because that'll show you where and how to go. So if you are new to lovinglivetv.com,
you'll need to share the page, Rudi.
Is the page not
sharing? No.
All right.
There we go. That's it.
Now, Scott. All right. So on the home page, you've got vital elements. So if you are new to lovinglivetv.com and you're a new visitor, the first thing that you must consider doing is to actually register as a subscriber to lovinglivetv.com. It's free, costs you nothing, asks no funny questions, no more questions than YouTube would ask you, or you would be asked, to set up an email account or whatever. It's safe. So register on our platform, and that gives you elevated abilities as a subscriber compared to just a mere visitor. Being a subscriber entitles you to use the commenting functions, like the 24/7 chat, and like commenting below the videos. If you're not registered, you cannot comment. So it's very, very important to, on the home page, go and click on the Register Now button and to register yourself on the system. We've dealt with that before in live streams. It's not a complicated process.
Rudi, can I just add to the Register Now side? In the next few weeks, we're hoping to launch a daily email that'll be sent out to everybody that is registered on lovinglivetv.com. What that means is that every day you'll get basically a template email which will give you all the latest updates that have happened on lovinglivetv.com. What's updated on the forums, what's updated on the video. So you can just literally click on those links and actually go directly to a particular video. It's rather like the alerts you get from YouTube, but we'll only be doing it once a day, and it'll be sort of like before you get up in the morning. So when you get up in the morning, go and check your email. You'll see there's an email from Loving Life, and you just open that up, and you, as I say, you can click on any of the links and go directly to the video or the article, the forum, whatever it might be that's been updated in the last 24 hours on Loving Life. So that's a huge new development that will be put in there. But if you don't register, you're not going to get it because we don't have your email. Back to you, Rudi.
Yeah. Simple as that. If you don't register, we can't send you notifications. And you don't have certain functionalities on the website. So once you are registered, you use a username, an email address, and you can supply your name and surname. But for goodness sakes, people, that is something that is private, so that will never be shared with anybody else. Your email address will purely be for notification purposes. Only Scott and myself will ever know your email address on the system, nobody else. So it's as safe as houses. So once you registered, the next button that you must take cognizance of is the login button on the home page, and that is where you take that registered information of yours and you go log into the website so that you can enjoy these added functionalities.
And just on that login, Rudi, there's an option to save your login. So if you click in save login, you don't have to keep on putting the information. You'll automatically come in as a registered user.
Yes, it's called, it's termed Remember Me.
Remember Me, yeah.
On the login form. So yeah, that is it. So that basically takes care of the top of the website or of the homepage of the website. The next item up is the live streams that will be broadcast or has been broadcast for that specific day. In this instance, you'll see there were 2 morning live streams today. One was the Walk of Faith of Jared and Edward on the road from Edinburgh going south, and that was at 6 a.m. this morning, South African time. And the second live stream was Petra Situ walking on the N6 north towards Pretoria at 7:30 this morning, and then tonight's live stream with myself, Michelle, and Muzi, which is happening right now. So that is basically a heads up about the live streams for the day. So if I had to go and click on any of the widgets there, I would be taken directly to that live stream where the commenting, the side chat, and everything is open and so on. So these aren't the live streams itself. It's a clickable link through to the live stream. But it's a notification or a heads up to the live streams happening.
Now, Rudi, while you're on that page, just go back. Yeah, just keep it there. While you're on that page, I have some breaking news for the Loving Life family, and that is that on Saturday morning at 6 a.m., we'll be crossing live to both Petrus and Jarrett and Edward together, because we're going to be joined by Jason Bartlett, the fellow who walked from Austin, Texas to Washington, D.C. And he's a lovely guy. He's going to be joining us and chatting to the guys who are walking and just give them some words of inspiration. So that's just some breaking news for Saturday morning at 6 a.m. Back to you, Rudi.
Scott, Michelle is on. I can see Michelle's video.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, she is.
All
Michelle.
I did was turn my camera the other way. That's all I did. No way, Scott. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you, I'm deaf when it comes to this.
You're a very smart lady. Now, okay, Michelle, we'll cross to you in a minute. I'll just keep with the theme with Rudi going through the website. Okay, Rudi, carry on.
All right, so yeah, these are heads ups to the live streams happening on the day. And if I had to go and click on one, say I had to go and click on this morning's one, you'll immediately see it opens a separate page, and it's opening up the actual live stream.
And it automatically goes live when I go live.
Yeah. All right. So that is what these heads ups do. You click into them and you go to the different live streams.
Right.
The next two items on the list there is the 24/7 chat and the video archive. Now, the 24/7 chat, most of the people that are registered know about the 24/7 chat and participate there. The 24/7 chat, if I go and click on that, it opens up the window where the 24/7 chat takes place.
Right.
And if you are registered, you see the little white space there at the bottom where you can leave your message.
And I should just add here, Rudi, that there are a group of Loving Life family who go there every night from about 11 p.m. I think it is Johannesburg time, and they share music and they chat, and it's a really social little area. Back to you, Rudi.
Yeah, it is. It is really, and we can see from what I have on screen at the moment, Fiona Timms left a lot of messages now in the last few minutes there.
What's Fee doing? She should. Oh, there she is. I see her here in the side chat.
All right, but just on the functionality of that, if you're not registered on the site, you can see the comments, but you can't comment yourself. You won't see the enter message here, that white space at the bottom where you can enter a message. So if you want to become part of 24/7 chat and you want to become part of the nightly video music, social and whatever, then register, because that's what allows you to enter messages here and to be part of the community.
Right.
So that is as far as the 24/7 chat is concerned. That beautiful little button there is your gateway to that. Alternatively, your gateway to it is at the top under the menu there. You'll see a little item there called 24/7 chat. You can click on there and it takes you to exactly the same place. The item to the right is our video archive, and somebody asked today, where's yesterday and the days before's live streams and so on, and here's my simple answer to that. Below it just indicates the latest videos. So if you want to see all the videos and all the back issue videos, go and click on the archive and you'll get to a page where they are listed. All of them are listed there. And one of the expansions that we'll be doing will be to make this list filterable. In other words, if you're only looking for live streams, you will have a drop-down box here where you can go and click and say, only show me the live streams, today and past live streams, or only go show me Dan Berryman's sermons last Sunday and the ones before. So we'll build a filter and search capability into this video archive screen where you can go and look only for content that you want to see.
And Rudi, Dan Berryman put a comment in the side chat, and he said, Michelle looks a lot prettier than Rudi.
I would hope so, Scott. All right.
Look, the other thing is, guys, that there'll be a playlist of Sina van Rensburg. I get so many people saying, what happened to those Sina van Rensburg videos that you put up? They're all there. We got the whole lot. There will be a playlist. You'll just click on Sina van Rensburg, and up will come all the Sina van Rensburg videos. But this is part of the development that Rudi's talking about here. Back to you, Rudi.
Yeah, the filter capability, so that you can go and filter according to the different types of playlists that we have, whether it be the daily inspiration videos or the Dan Berryman videos or the Sina van Rensburg videos, or even if you're looking for one specific video, you'll be able to filter down to that exact video, or to a specific month videos, or to a specific week's videos, or to a specific year's videos, whatever. You'll be able to do that once I've built that functionality in.
It's a fantastic function.
Yeah, the search and filter capability is coming up shortly. And now that Scott, now that you are doing the actual placing of the videos and the live streams on it, it's taken a heap of work off my hands so that I can once again concentrate on development, which I didn't have time for. You know, I've got a busy business life, so I need to get into developing further and not just maintaining.
Right.
So yeah, that is the whole video archive. So if you're looking for past videos, go to the video archive and they're there. I promise you they're there.
And just go down to the bottom of that page, Rudi, because you can see that there are different pages, so you can scroll back.
Yeah, and it's got a previous and next navigation system where you can go to the next page and the next page and the next page. So you can go back many issues. If I go to page 7, you'll see we're starting to see videos of...
That was December last year. Wow.
December last year and whatever and so on. So this is how you would go back, but this filtering capability that I'm planning to build in will make it even easier.
Right.
All right, so that is the pretty little video archive icon there. Whereas compared to that, the latest videos just shows the last 6 videos that Scott put on. And not the live streams, the last 6 news items that he put on. So that is on the homepage. It's just the latest, you know, Scott, you put up 3, 4, 5 videos a day. So that those latest videos will appear here in one can call it, instead of latest videos, I suppose special news items, because they're the newest ones of the lot.
But can I just add to that, Rudi, that 2 out of those 5 videos do not appear on Loving Life YouTube because they would probably draw a community strike. So a lot of the videos I produce now, you will not see on YouTube. If you want to see all the videos I'm putting up, you've got to come to lovinglivetv.com, because I'm very wary of that YouTube channel. We're just using it right now as a marketing vehicle to get people onto lovinglivetv.com. And anything that's even just slightly snowflake material, which will get them upset, does not go on to Loving Life on YouTube. It comes to lovinglivetv.com. So you do miss out on videos by not actually registering and being part of, or just daily coming into lovinglivetv.com. Sorry, Rudi, back to you.
And that will grow exponentially, you know, as we transition away from YouTube. The more people that we physically have on the site, the less content Scott will put on YouTube by means of news videos, and your main portal for all these news videos will be the website.
And can I just add to that, Rudi, that we have got 10 contributing channels coming in as well. If we can just go to the top of the page, Rudi, and just show the link to contributing channels, because I've got Muzi and Corsi here. He's one of our contributing channels. We'll just talk about it, really, but I think people can see where you're clicking. Now, Muzi, I think Muzi's gone. He's here. Muzi.
I think Muzi's microphone is muted.
Oh no, he's here now. Hi, Muzi.
Yes.
Muzi, Now, tell us what happened to you on YouTube in the last week.
Yeah, so my channel got 2 strikes now. The first strike was when I made the World War III video that we're living in World War III psychologically, and that we already have casualties. People were shot with the arrow of lies and are already brain dead now, just
Right.
zombies because they fell for the lie.
You love that,
So that
word,
got-
don't you? Zombies. Please go ahead. Muzi? Muzi? Hi, Muzi. Okay, I'll just tell you what happened. Muzi got 2 community strikes now, and what Rudi has done, he's actually, as a safeguard, he's downloaded all Muzi's videos onto a special folder in this new platform. So even if these idiots take down Muzi's channel, it doesn't matter. We still have all his videos. So and Muzi put some really, really good videos together. And you can see where Rudi's pointing now to Muzi and Kozi's folder. And there are the videos that have been downloaded. So Muzi, all your videos are backed up. They will never be lost. We, as a contributing channel, they will be part of Lovinglivetv.com. And just again, for the record, we've got 10 YouTube channels who are going to be joining us as contributing channels. So we'll have a lot of extra videos going up that I don't put up, that other people put up, which are related to South Africa. And it just, oh, Nat is here. Nat Quinn is here. Nat, just hold on a second. Let me just see if I can get Nat on. I didn't realize Nat was here. And just again, for the record, we've got 10 YouTube channels who are going to be joining us as contributing channels. So we'll have a lot of extra videos going up that I don't put up, that other people put up, which are related to South Africa. And it just, oh, Nat is here. Nat Quinn is here. Someone's got their, just hold on a second. Let me just see if I can get
someone's got their
I didn't realize Nat was here.
the video on it.
And
It's going to cause
just again,
feedback.
for the record, we've got 10 YouTube channels who are going to be joining us as contributing channels. So we'll have a lot of extra videos going up that I don't put up, that other people
I think
put
that
up,
might
which
be
are
Nat.
related to South Africa. And it just, oh, Nat is here. Nat Quinn is here. Someone's got their, just hold on a second. Let me just see if I can get
Someone's
Nat on.
got their
I didn't realize Nat was here.
the video on it. It's
And
going to cause
just again,
feedback.
for the record, we've got 10 YouTube channels who are going to be joining us as contributing channels. So
Why
we'll
is
have
this
a lot of extra videos going up that I don't put up, that other people
I think
put
that
up,
might
which
be
are
Nat.
related to South Africa.
Muzi,
And it just,
Can you just
oh,
turn off
Nat
your
is
mic
here.
for a second?
Nat Quinn is here.
Someone's got
Nat,
their, I
just
think
hold on a
it's you.
second. Let me just see if I can get
Someone's
Nat on.
got their
I didn't realize Nat was here.
the video on it. It's
And
going to cause
just again, for the record, we've got 10 YouTube channels who are going to be joining us as contributing channels. So we'll have a lot of extra videos.
Okay,
Alright.
I found it. Sorry, guys, it was me. I don't know how that happened or why that happened, but one of my screens just went live. Okay, we got rid of that. Muzi, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Muzi, do you see what we've done? We've downloaded all your videos. So they will not be lost, even if YouTube takes down your channel.
That's good news.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
So
Every
this
single
is what we
video-
offer to
every-
contributing channels. Yeah, carry on, Rudi.
Yeah, every single video is safeguarded. Those people that are aware or know how WordPress works, you will immediately see that the media library here looks completely different to what a WordPress media library looks like. And that is the way I've connected the OneDrive business account to the web space. So you'll see, for instance, Loving Life channel, 6,711 items, video items on that folder alone.
Yeah.
So all the videos are right here and playable as we speak. So any of the videos here are available from our cloud platform. So if I had to press play on this video that I've just opened, it opens up. So our media library is now capable to handle everything that we throw at it.
It's huge, and it's going to have a very South African focus. So it's going to be South African, basically.
Yeah. So that is our media library there. So I can go away from that now.
Yeah. Can we get back to the back to that page?
Back to the page. And now we've got to talk about basically. Scott has talked about the contributing channels that we'll be adding. They need to be populated, and luckily, with the intervention of Scott and him seeing that I'm a very busy fella, he got a young man by the name of Daryl van der Merwe involved, and Daryl is going to be putting up. He's busy with our artists' pages at the moment. He's already put Lynn Ward's page up. If I can just go to that quickly, and you'll see what I mean. So there's Lynn Ward's page with all her artworks in a nice gallery format and with Lynn's contact particulars and so on. And similarly to this, Daryl will be building our other artists and pages there. Winston Kutsia's page, Amelia's page, Marius's page, and so on. And if I can just give you a preview, they're not finished yet. Daryl is still working on them at the moment. But here's the start of Kulei's page, with her gallery and her items. It needs a bit of expansion on. Kulei's got a very nice website herself, so we're going to build a proper link to her website into her page. And later, when all these artist pages are up, we're also going to provide a service or functionality where there's a booking utility on each artist's page where you can book them. And so on, and which will enhance their ability to market themselves. So that's Kulei's page, for instance. Daryl's also busy with Craig's page. Scott and myself had a discussion. We want the different artist pages to look a bit different to one another. So at the moment, Jack's page looks a lot like Kulei's page as far as the layout is concerned, and I've given the message through to Daryl that he must build different ones. They must each be individual. But just showing you what's basically coming up. Those pages aren't on the menu yet because they're being worked on as we speak. Let me just close Lynn's page down as well. So that's going to all be up under the artist pages in a drop-down menu there. The contributing channels, we'll populate them once Daryl is finished with the artist pages. You'll be moving to the contributing channels, and you'll add them and spruce them up. So that is in the offing, that is happening. And with Daryl building those pages, I can focus on functionality. I can focus on adding the donate button. I can focus on an auction button, or whenever we want to auction a picture or whatever, I need to build that functionality in. We'll focus on the elements that we want to be part of this website or this platform. It's not a website anymore; it's a platform.
Right. It's much bigger than a website.
Yeah, it's a whole platform now.
Right. Now, really, what I might do, in fact, look, what I'd like to do is to get Michelle, if you can just take off page sharing at the moment, Rudi.
I can do so.
And if we can get Michelle on now, I just want to introduce everybody to Michelle. Michelle, okay, I'm just going to try and, yeah, we're on speaker view. So, Michelle, just give everybody a little bit of a brief about yourself.
Okay, so I've been on the Loving Life channel now. I think it must probably be for the past 2 years. Very interested in what was going on in South Africa. Very concerned about what's going on in South Africa. And I think this is a fantastic platform for us to get our messages across to all of us that don't think like sheep and aren't mainstream. A little bit about me. So I've been a stay-at-home mom. I'm trying to get something off the ground at the moment. I do try and dedicate a lot of my time to assisting and helping. This is my way of contributing towards society. Yeah, that's basically it.
And Michelle is actually
awesome people on Loving Life.
Michelle has actually been our presenter with a couple of our live streams now, and she does a fantastic job. And she is, if you go and have a look at About Us on the Lovinglivetv.com homepage, you'll see that she is our resident reporter. And she's based in Cape Town, so if you hear of something happening in Cape Town, maybe in a couple of days' time, a protest or whatever, let me know and I'll have a chat to Michelle to see if she can actually cover that, because she does a great job. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Michelle. Just stay with us, because we'll I just want to get to Muzi again. Now, Muzi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. Now, Muzi, I just wanted to just clarify that with the contributing channels, we're going to probably start off with about 10 YouTube channels like yours, which will be listed under contributing channels, and all their videos will be displayed. People can click on each channel and have a look at the updates that they've done that day and stuff like that. So it's going to be a huge development area. And for those channels which are knocked off YouTube, we'll be able to just keep on putting their videos up, because we'll have their videos backed up.
Mm-hmm.
Muzi?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you feel about that?
I feel great, you know, because honestly, I was getting discouraged that, you know, all I can do is make videos and try to bring awareness to people, and YouTube just, you know, immediately shuts you down when you tell the truth. Yeah, so it was discouraging. So this is great. It's a great opportunity. I just hope more people come to Loving Life TV and hear what we have to say, you know, and get better understanding of what's going on.
Right. Now,
so I'm happy.
That's great. Now, just regarding the contributing channels, with the daily update or the email we send out every day, if our contributing channels put up a new video, we will have that listed in there as well. So we've got many thousands of people who've already registered on Lovinglivetv.com. So once we start sending out these daily alerts, I think you're going to find traffic is just going to explode on the site. And we've been deliberately not doing that marketing function, because with the old platform, we didn't want to pull the whole thing down. But now we've got this super duper upgraded platform, we're not going to have a problem.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Muzi. Just stay with us. Okay, Rudi, do you want me to take over and just go through the forums?
Before you do, Scott, just for the visitors, I want to show them certain functionalities.
Yeah, please go ahead.
On a specific video.
Okay. Do you want to just share the screen?
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen and just tell them, because they might not be aware of what is actually happening when they watch a video. All right. I'm here now, for instance, on the daily inspiration video of the day, and like YouTube, we've got our like button that you can go and click on. There's your play button. You could take it full screen, and so on. Let me just take it back down to size. You've got your volume button at the right hand side. You can go and mute it, and you can play it. And then at the bottom, if you're a registered user, you can leave comments on the videos, just like you would have been able to do on YouTube below the videos. You can go and leave your comment there. But the proviso is that you have to be registered on the site to be able to comment. Yeah, we don't want trolls commenting and spewing their hatred, and so on. So that is as far as the video is concerned. I've muted this video, so I'm going to play it, and it won't have sound. And the reason why I'm going to do that is to show you that there's no more buffering, because the videos have all been recoded, and it's on the bigger platform being served from the cloud. So hopefully everybody's problems as far as buffering is concerned will be a thing of the past as well. And then if you feel this video is so important that I want to download it and save it on my computer, all that you have to do, there's a little red box at the bottom which tells you what to do. So what you do is you move your cursor over the video that you're watching, you right click on it, and you've got the opportunity there to firstly increase the speed, or to take it to full screen mode, or to take the controls, the bottom controls away, or to save the video. So if I go and click on save video as, the first thing that will happen, as you can see on my screen, it asks me where on my computer do I want to save that specific video. So you can now download and save the video on your PC for posterity if you want to. So that is the actual functionalities behind the functionalities that you might not be aware of. The other functionality on any video page or any...
Now, this is very important. Yeah, go ahead.
Any live page, any video page is, if you like what is being presented on Lovinglivetv, please go and share it across all your friends, all your groups, all your contacts, and you can do it in various forms. You can go and click on the Facebook link, and you can go and share it on a friend's timeline, or you can go and share it on a page that you manage, or on a group that you're part of. The same with Twitter, the same with WhatsApp, the same with Telegram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and you can email that video to somebody as well to go and watch. So for instance, if I had to go and click on email, the first thing that will happen is it opens up your email application, and it's got a link to that video, and you can send it to whoever you want with a little message to say, go and watch this video. So we've got that, and then if it was just a document like a PDF document or whatever document or an article that we've placed on the website, you could even go and print it out. So those are our social sharing buttons, and we encourage you to make use of that. We implore you to use that so that we can grow our community. So that is very important, to make use of all these functionalities that's built into every page that we present.
Right.
All right,
Now,
Scott.
Okay.
My part done.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, now is I'm going to actually take over the reins here. I've just got to find the right page now. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to now share this page, share screen. There it is. Start sharing. Okay. Do you see the page up there? Rudi?
Yes, I can see you've got the Loving Life homepage.
Homepage up, yeah, okay. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you to the forums. Do you see the forum link? It's right in the middle of the links at the top. It's between Contact Us and contributing channels. Okay, so if I just click on forums, and I've actually made the text a lot bigger. Now, a lot of people who are registered on lovinglivetv.com are not aware that we have a very active forum page where articles are placed, where you can actually put an article in, or you can tell a story. And some of the topics we have in are South Africa Today News, for example. That's a very popular online newspaper. We put their top stories up there every day. So you can actually go and check that out. Now, Anti-Vaxxers. Now, again, this is something you could not have up on YouTube. If we have a look at Anti-Vaxxers, there's the headline. Now, you'll see there are different stories in here put in by different people. Let's just, well, not necessarily stories. There might be videos or articles, but this is all about the vaccine. So if I click on the World Health Organization whistleblower, Dr. Astrid Stuckelberger, declares the COVID vaccines are creating an epidemic. I just click on that link, and there it is in the forum. Now, Nat Quinn, who was hoping could join us, she had an appointment. I think she was on just a short while ago. If Nat is here, could she just make herself known, and I'll get her on straight away so we can get her in here. But okay, so I've gone to this particular article, and if I click on the link here, it takes me to this article, which is not on YouTube because they would have taken it down. It's on brand YouTube, and just to play it, all I have to do now is click it, and there you go.
It's not, it is just a flu. Now this SARS-CoV-2 has to be analyzed like we analyzed the SARS-CoV-1. And this has not yet.
So you can see the depth of information we're getting into by getting onto the forum. It's got a range of different topics. We've got alternate living. And in alternate living, for example, we've got a brochure.
Sorry, Scott?
Yep.
Scott?
Yeah, Rudi?
The people are saying they're just seeing my ugly mug on and not your screen.
Okay, I wonder why that. But you see my screen, don't you?
I see your screen, but I'm also looking at the live stream on the side here. And,
okay, let me just fix that. Okay, so I'm going to go to there. All right. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, ugly mug. That's a bit cruel. Okay, so we're back to the home page. Everybody see the Loving Life home page now on the screen. Do you see it there, Rudi?
I can see it on the Skype feed. Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up now. Okay, so right at the top, between Contact Us and Contributing Channels, we click on Forums. Okay, there we go. Now, the forum is designed by Nat Quinn, and she's done a great job, and a lot more people are coming to this new forum now that they realize it's there. And I encourage everybody who's listening, please, to join the forum. You need to register as well so that you can actually put in your comments or your articles, your news, stuff like that. And you'll see there are different categories. There's South Africa Today News, for example. That's a very popular online daily newspaper who said, yes, they're delighted that we can put their stories up on our forum. Now, I was talking about anti-vaxxers with Rudi's ugly mug on, so let me show you what's behind the scenes there. If we click on anti-vaxxers, now you'll see it says board index. That takes you right back to the main forum page. We're on anti-vaxxers. This is the link here. And down below, you can see the different topics. The first one, for example, is the World Health Organization whistleblower, Dr. Astrid Stockelberger, declares that COVID vaccines are creating an epidemic. Now, to have a look at that article, all you do is click on the link. And here's the, you can see we're under Anti-Vaxxers, and we're under this particular article now. There is the headline for that article, and there's a link in there. So if I now click on that link, it takes me directly to, you'll see it's not YouTube, so it'd be taken down on YouTube, it's on brand YouTube. And all we have to do now is click on there and watch.
It's not, it is just a flu. Now this SARS-CoV-2 has to be analyzed, like we analyzed the SARS-CoV-1. And this has not yet been done.
Okay, so you can see how incredibly useful having a forum is, because it's where everybody can participate. It's rather like an expanded WhatsApp, if I can put it that way. You can put up images, you can put links to videos, you can go into any one of these topics. Now, if there's someone listening who has a particular topic that they would love to administer on the Loving Life forum, like, for example, if we take Project Eden. Now, Gerben Jonker is going to be administering this particular forum, but he's not quite ready to launch it yet. Now, if we have a look at Orania, for example, at Orania we've got a guy coming in to actually administer that. To find out more about Orania, you just click on there, and you'll see all the different videos about Orania coming up. And so you can see how incredibly useful this particular aspect of lovinglivetv.com is. So please, guys, take that forum link at the top of the homepage, register on the forum, get into it, have a look at the different sections. We have Daily Bread, which is administered by Marius, and in fact his last one is dedicated, well, the one from yesterday is dedicated to Edward and Jared, who are doing the walk. You can see how you can actually have links back to the videos on Loving Life TV. But I'm really excited by the forum, because this is an area that we can really grow. Just going through the topics, we've got Frontline Fellowship, we've got SACOB and National Peace Commission, secession. This is Michelle's, right up Michelle's alley. We've got 51 topics, 51 articles in there already. Yeah, carry on, Michelle.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
I'm turning my
absolutely.
camera around. I'm busy talking to myself here. Yeah, very excited about secession and that's up.
So we just click on
okay,
secession, and then you've got different articles and lots of videos and stuff like that about the Cape. But it's very simple to navigate. You just click on these buttons at the top, and you go straight to the start again. So that's the forum, guys. Now we got about let me see, we got 86 members at the moment, which is a tiny fraction of our members on Loving Life TV, registered members. So please get yourselves in there and go and check it out once a day. You know, there's some really interesting stuff in there, and it's all about South Africa. Okay, I'm going to go back to Loving Life, and I'm going to hand this back to Rudi. Okay, Rudi.
Yes, Scott.
Are you set? Are you ready to take back over again?
Yeah. What do you want to specifically let me focus on? Or let me put it this way: let the viewers ask me a couple of questions. What they're battling with, maybe, and
yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I think quite a few people have actually said they found it difficult to register. Do you just want to take people through that just once with a sharing screen?
Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to open up a separate browser. Can you see my Google Chrome browser or not, Scott?
No, I still see you. Oh, there you are. Now something's happening. Now I see a Google browser. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to Loving Life as though I am now a visitor who wants to register, and let's just register.
Before you do that, why don't you just type Loving Life TV and under Google search? Because that's how people can find us.
Yeah, I can do so.
Yeah, just type Loving Life TV in there. So if you ever want to find the page, you just type it all in, Loving Life TV, and then hit enter. And there you go, right at the top. Very simple to find on Google.
All right, so now I'm in a page where I'm not logged in at all. So I can now pretend that I'm a new user wanting to register. Now, remember, people, you can register once with an email address. So don't try and register repeatedly. If you don't come right, email me at admin@lovinglivetv.com and I'll help you with your registration, or if you've forgotten your password or whatever. I see in the side chat there was a gentleman by the name of Richard Young, and I've given him my email address in the side chat. And that's what you should do. I'll gladly assist. But let's go and do a registration, and the people can see exactly what I do. So I go to the homepage of the website, and there's my Register Now button. So I simply go and click on it, and it takes me to the registration page. And let's put a test user in, and we say the username that I want to use is, say, test user, and I'll use one of my various email addresses that I have, Rudi at Integrity ZA. I had a share in a funeral parlor as well, so I'm just using one of those old defunct email addresses. And people, just while I'm here, that username, make it quite strong. Use your name and surname. You know, I would use Rudi Geldnys or whatever, or use something that has got, say, an @ and a hash, or and some figures with, because a username can only be used once on the system as well. It can only be ever used once. So if you're trying to register the username Maria and there's already a Maria, your registration is going to fail. So make the username something unique that relates to yourself. Put your email address in.
Can I just say, Rudi, that with a username like Charlotte Smith, she could have used Spinnercop as her username. It doesn't have to be your real name. You can put any name up there at all.
The username is also the name that will publicly appear on your registration. So if you're going to be commenting and using the 24/7 chat, make it unique so that people can identify you. So yeah, that is the important part.
Right.
It has to be unique, and you want that name shown. It'll never show your email address. It'll never show your biographical information or your real first name or your surname. That username is what appears on the site when you are logged in. Nothing else. And nobody has access to anything else. So let's call this user test user, because if I had to use Rudi Geldnys now, it wouldn't allow me to register because there's already a Rudi Geldnys, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll put in a password. And once again, don't use the password 12345. That's not strong enough. use a password that is unique. Use the @ and the # and or a $sign. Use a couple of numbers.
Your date of birth or something like that.
Date of birth, yeah, you know that might not be strong enough, because if a person is using Piet Pompies and he's using his date of birth, that is, you know, that can lead to identity theft. So make your password quite strong. Let me just put in something here.
We really don't have enough information for people to put into to lead to identity theft. You have to have addresses and all sorts of stuff in there.
All right, so you put in your password and you repeat your password in case when you've typed it the first time, you know, you used a capital letter somewhere and you shouldn't have, or whatever. So that's why you put it in twice, so that they are the same. All right, then first name, test, surname, user. And once again, people, if you don't know, or don't want us to know who you really are, put Piet Pompies in there or whatever. We're not going to check on you. Scott and myself is not going to check on you. But you know,
we've got too many registered subscribers. We have thousands. I don't even bother looking. It's just growing. That's all that's happening.
All right, a nickname. Basically, certain of these fields are optional. The username is compulsory. The email address is compulsory. The password is compulsory. The first name and the surname is compulsory, but you can put anything in there.
Now remember, when the emails go out, once we start doing the daily emails, whatever you put in that first name will appear. It'll say "Dear Test" in this case, because that's the name that you've used.
Yeah. So the nickname is totally optional. I could have left that blank if I wanted to. The same with the biographical information. Here you would typically put in, I'm a nuclear scientist at Pelindaba in Pretoria or whatever, or I'm retired, I work from home and I've got 20 kids. You know, you can put something in there if you want. If you don't want, leave it blank. So for instance, in this registration, I'm going to leave that box blank.
Right.
Same with the geographical location. The reason why we've put that in is eventually we want to be able to draw certain statistics on the website to see where people are from, where our power base or our readership comes from. Have we got many people in Australia? Have we got many people in Gauteng? Have we got many people in the Western Cape? Have we got quite a viewing, you know, from Canada or the United States or the UK? So we would dearly like you to put your geographical location in, but you don't have to. So you can leave those two blocks blank if you want. And in this instance, I'm going to show you that I can register without filling that in.
Now, before you register, just below that it says login or lost your password. Do you want to explain what happens if you've lost your password, Rudi?
Yeah, I don't want to address that here.
Okay.
Because that I will address as far as the login form itself is concerned.
Right, okay.
All right, so I now click on register, right? And it asks me to confirm my registration. It says my username is test user, my email address is that one. It doesn't show what the password is. So Scott and myself will never even have your password. It shows what my real name is, it shows what my surname is, and you can see that the biographical information and the geographical location is empty. So I just confirm by clicking on register again. And it now tells me registration is complete. Please check your email and then visit the login page. So it now sends you an email with these details that you've filled in to this email address that you've used. Now, I've also noticed that
Rudi,
certain people, yeah?
What if they realize at this stage that they've typed their email wrong because they don't get an email? Can they go back and edit that?
They can, and I'll take them to where they can do that.
Okay.
I've noticed that certain people's email addresses have bounced, so they've either tried to put a bogus email address in, or they've typed their email address incorrectly. If you type your email address incorrectly, then you won't receive notifications, and I'll get an alert that email address is non-existing. But anyway, this email address that I used here is a genuine email address, and so forth. So the system will send them a notification email to say that you are registered.
Right.
In the past, there were a couple of hassles with people not receiving these registration information emails. I have sorted that out with what we call an SMTP plugin that I've applied on the site, which now makes sure that your registration email does go out, and I can draw the logs to see what has gone out and what hasn't gone out. That's behind the scenes stuff. I'm just telling you that I can see when certain people haven't received their registration emails. All right, so now the registration is done. Nothing more needs to be done. You don't need to go and get that email and click on a link to verify your registration or nothing. You are now registered on this page. So now you can either go back to the Loving Life homepage, or you can go to the login page. I would suggest you go to the Lovinglivetv homepage by clicking at the bottom, and it takes you in. Now, the next thing you do is you go to the login form, and you go and put in your username, in this case, test user, and you put in your password, and what did I use? Sorry, let me just...
And you'll see Remember Me just below that. So if you click Remember Me, you don't have to do this every time you come to the page.
Yeah, I've now put the password in. I hope I've put it in correctly. And I put a little tick there by Remember Me, so that when you visit the site again, you would automatically logged in. And people, you don't have to log out after each session. Just keep yourself logged in. If you close your web browser down, nobody can reach you, nobody can contact you, nobody can do nothing to you. You don't show on the system. It just makes it easier for when you visit the page again, so that the website remembers you. And let's see if I log in, whether I use the correct password, and there it takes me in. Now the login page tells me you are already logged in as test user. And it tells me you can now add a profile picture. You don't want to be a little blank figure. You want to have a nice...
a unicorn or a cat, or your picture of yourself or whatever.
Avatar. Yeah. You know, in my case, let me just go to my avatar, for instance. There's little me, the picture that I've put up. You want to be able to have something that refers to yourself, or in the case of Mark Garnett, he's got a flag there, and Viking Boer has got a white lion there, or whatever. So so go and add yourself an avatar. You don't want to just be a blank person. And how you do that is very easy. You go click on choose file. It takes you to your PC, and you'll go to where your pictures are stored or whatever. Yeah, let me just find an image somewhere. let me just go to web design and Loving Life and images, and let me just put something in. Definitely not Bill and Melinda Gates. Let's use old Malema
use Julius.
as an example. So now I've chosen the file, and now it tells me what the file name is next to it, but it doesn't show anything. I have to now go and click on Update Avatar for that to be test user's little avatar. All right, so this test user is now fully registered, it's got an avatar in, is logged in. So even if I had to close Loving Life down on Google and go back in and go to Loving Life, all right, if I go to the login form now, look what happens. It tells me I'm already logged in. So no problem there, it remembered my login. So now I can go and browse and do whatever I want to do as this new user, and I even have the ability to leave comments on the 24/7 chat, and I just say, hiya.
This is the only post I'm going to make.
Whatever, and I can send that message. And watch, there's little Malema, and little Malema. All right, so that's really how easy it is to register. And then, of course, now on the videos, this test user can leave comments below videos and whatever and so on. Nothing has changed. The only thing that is added once you registered is a black ribbon at the top to say, how's a test user? And there's your profile and whatever.
So when you edit profile, that's where you can change your email if you got it wrong, is it?
Yeah, this is what I'm coming down to now. So
right.
If I go click on edit profile, it takes me into that user's profile. And here it now gives me the opportunity to change my email address.
Right.
Instead of my display name being test user, I can go and say, okay, do that nickname and show the nickname as my display name on the front end of the website. I can change the email address. I can go and set a new password if I want to. I can go and change my avatar. And if I had to update that now, test user will suddenly become Maniki and Iman. All right, so that's where you would go and change your whole profile. You can even go and change your first name and your surname and whatever. The only thing that you'll never be able to change is your username on the site. You'll see that is grayed out. You'll never be able to change your username. All right, so back to the site. I'm going to log out of this profile, and I'm going to go back to Loving Life. Say, for instance, it's now been 3 or 4 weeks or 4 months, or in some people's case, only 2 days, and they've forgotten their password, and they go to the login form, and they now try to log in, and they've forgotten their password, and they've even forgotten their username and so on. It becomes a problem, eh? So please remember your username at least. So let's put test user in, but now you've forgotten your password, right? What you going to do? you can simply go and click on the forgot password link, and it asks you for your username or email address that you use to register with, and it gives you the option to go and set a new password. So if I had to click on that link now, it'll send an email to this email address that I'm registered with this test user account, with a link that you have to click on where you can reset your lost password to something that you will remember. So that's how easy it is to reset your password as well. You can do it yourself easily, but if you're having problems doing it, email me at admin@lovinglivetv.com and I'll manually reset your password for you on your behalf. So there's never a situation where you can never get back in. Either do it yourself or email me and I'll help you. Simple as that.
Fantastic. All right. Now, are there any questions in the side chat that just regarding lovinglivetv.com, how to register, where we're going in the future? Just throw your questions into the side chat, and I'll get Rudi or myself to respond to them. Michelle, what do you think about how lovinglivetv.com is growing?
I think it's absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait for more people to actually register and get on board, because it's easy to go via YouTube. I must admit that I still go via YouTube because it's so much easier. I think a lot of people are exactly the same. They must just move on over and get there, because I think as we grow, and the platforms that we've got and the forums that we've got and the videos on there, it's absolutely incredible. It's a one-stop for everything.
Yeah, and with those contributing channels.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll tell you the difference between the Loving Life YouTube channel and anyone else's YouTube channel and Loving Life TV. A YouTube channel, all it has is the videos that are put up by that person on that day, or their latest videos that they put up. Lovinglivetv.com has not just the videos that I've put up on YouTube as well, but it has videos which I could not put up on YouTube because they would be taken down. And this is where we bypass censorship. It also, on lovinglivetv.com, we have contributing channels. So we're going to start off with about 10 big YouTube channels that are participating in Loving Life TV, and that's going to grow very quickly. So there's going to be and they're all South Africa related. So we're going to have this additional content on lovinglivetv.com. Then, as Michelle mentioned, we've got we've got the forums, which you can go and look at. Please register on the forums page. And then we've got the 24/7 chat, where you can go and chat to other people in the Loving Life family any time of the day. It's open 24/7. I know in the evenings they have regular get-togethers, and they put up music clips and stuff like that and have a chat. It's a very, very social atmosphere. None of this stuff could you do on YouTube. You know, this is a completely, it's like a huge platform. It offers a whole lot of things that you can't do just by having a YouTube channel. And there's a lot more that we're going to be adding to it. So please do register on lovinglivetv.com, because, as I say, in a few weeks' time, we will be sending out a daily email, which will give you, when you get up in the morning, South African time, it'll give you all the updates that have happened on Loving Life TV in the last 24 hours. And it might be an article about why vaccines are dangerous, for example, which could not go up on YouTube. So it's going to, and all the forums, all the new articles on the forums will be listed there as well. So it's going to be like a daily news sheet with all these different new items that have been put up in the last 24 hours. I think that is so exciting. And I would appeal to people, if they like a video on lovinglivetv.com, please, Rudi showed you how to, please share that video widely with all your friends, groups, on Facebook, wherever, because that's how we're going to grow lovinglivetv.com. Back to you,
Scott,
Michelle.
the important thing is we've got the capability now with the new web hosting. So we are playing with the big boys now, you know, and we will expand. And one day when we are super big, then we'll say, okay, there's another migration happening. Now we go to a dedicated server. But I'm telling you now that this current platform that we have can accommodate a huge amount of growth. And this is what we aimed for with this painful process of migrating. And I hope it didn't frustrate the people too badly, but it's done. It's complete. It's done.
Right. And you know what I'd like to do, Rudi, with this video that we've just created tonight, if we can put that as like a training video for people who might be new to the site.
One of the developments that I want to do is I want to create a frequently asked questions item on the menu.
That's a great idea.
Where certain things are answered and where there's literally 30-second or maybe 60-second videos on how to register, how to log in, how to change your password, how to change your profile. Rather than them watching a 2-hour video for what we've discussed here, I'm planning to put those mini items up, if I can put it that way.
Okay, that'd be fantastic. All right, Rudi, is there anything we haven't covered with the new platform?
Not with the new platform, except I want to ask Michelle if she's used her power banks for her cell phones in preparation for new live streams.
Rudi, this was an unexpected live stream tonight. Rather unexpected. So no, I haven't tested them out yet.
You must get yourself organized.
I'll get there. No, thanks, Rudi. That was great of you. 2 of them. You're making very sure that I'm never going to be stranded without power.
Oh, absolutely. You've got to have power, because we might have live streams that go for 4 hours or 5 hours even.
Yeah, I know, huh? Remember the last one? I mean, had I had power banks, I would have gone on for probably another hour at least.
Yeah.
The very first one that I did.
Yeah, that was the one where it was Cape Exit, wasn't it? And we saw Freedom Front Plus on the side as you walked past. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you did an amazing job. That was so well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. It was great fun that day, and it was lovely being with everybody, and it was just lovely. The whole vibe, everything. You just get in it. It was really a nice live stream to have done.
Yeah. Well, look, I just want to say to everybody, you've just met a couple of the people in the background who are doing a lot of stuff for Loving Life, and of course most of the weight has been taken by Rudi. But we've got other people who couldn't make it tonight because of the short notice, and that was because we had a cancellation because we had a power failure with our guest who was supposed to be on tonight. So I literally gave these guys less than an hour, and Michelle said, "I can't come on. I don't have time to do my hair." But then I got Rudi to phone her. And Rudi twisted her arm.
Excuse me. Yeah. He said, "Come on, Michelle." He said, "Scott is very disappointed with you." And that I'm a fader. So I said to him, "Right, game on." Well, I can't say game on.
Well, I'm absolutely
and then when
delighted
my camera
you're on.
wasn't working. Oh, thank you.
But, you know,
I was thinking that Luke, I don't, now you've got my son. I'm saying my son's name. I still said to Luke afterwards, I said to him, I'm sure Rudi must have thought that I deliberately turned my camera off. But
I still have my power of persuasion, I see. So I got you on, Michelle.
Yeah, you succeeded where
yes,
I felt,
you know
Rudi. All
you
right,
see,
guys.
you mustn't call me a failure. You see, that's a challenge. Then it's game on.
Okay, we know how to get Michelle on. We challenge her.
Yeah.
All right. Now, guys, I just want to say we got a fantastic family here at Loving Life. Lots of people working behind the scenes. Unfortunately, Daryl and Nat couldn't make it because of the short notice, but we'll certainly have them on another time. But look, if you haven't registered yet on lovinglivetv.com, that's what you got to do. Got to do it right now. I'm going to be winding up this live stream now. Is there something you'd like to say in closing, Rudi? Then I'll cross to Michelle.
All that I want to say is for all of Scott and my hard work, you better bloody well register on Loving Life TV. It is a labor of love. Scott has been doing it for a number of years. I've been involved for 4 or 5 months now, but it is a labor of love. But it's meant for all of you out there as a community, as South Africans, as concerned citizens. There's no worries about privacy. It's to get the message out there and to tell the truth in South Africa and around the world as it really is. So we might not always be perfect. There might be some contentious issues and people denigrating you, Scott, or the site. That's not what it's ultimately about. It's about getting the real message out there and keeping people informed. All of us who watch the YouTube, the Loving Life YouTube channel and come to the website are prepared to stand up and be counted, to not just be passengers and let things in the world happen to us. And I want more people to be like that and to realize that. And that's my main mission, is to get more people to stand up for themselves in South Africa and to change South Africa from within, if we can manage to do that.
Okay, thanks, Rudi. That's great. Michelle, is there something you'd like to say in closing up or wrapping up the live stream?
Yeah, I'd like to say that I'm so happy and I'm so impressed that we've actually got to this place, that we're now able to, we're not at the mercy of anybody else. It is there, it's built, it's there, and it's baby steps, and we can only get bigger and better from here. And it's definitely, it's going to be one solid foundation. And this is what I love, is that nobody can take us away. Everything that we've always done, that we've done and we've said, and the things that we discuss, we're safe. We're in a safe zone and we can say it. And our voices will be heard. And that to me is the most important thing with this whole thing, because the reality set in when YouTube took the last channel down. And suddenly you've got this big void. So we're here and we've done it, and your perseverance, Scott, and your perseverance, Rudi, is absolutely remarkable. And to everybody who follows us and has been on our channel, you guys are all fantastic. You're all great. We are all working as a team, all of us together. And we're definitely going to make a difference and a change to this world, for sure.
Fantastic. All right, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap up this live stream now. I just want to thank Michelle and Rudi so much for joining us tonight. And you've met just two of the awesome people who make up our Loving Life team. We've got some, look, it's amazing how this team has just grown from tiny. And of course, one of the key people I haven't mentioned tonight is Marlena, who does an amazing job getting together our live streams. She is just absolutely incredible. A key person in Loving Life, and I just
absolutely.
huge shout out to Marlena. And then,
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
just to mention
All of
Marlena
us too.
specifically, she's lined Scott up with live streams all the way to the 19th of April already. So the hard work in getting these live streams together, I mean, tonight's live stream was now suddenly cancelled, and we jumped in to fill the void and so on. But Marlena is 12 live streams ahead of us already, and she's keeping Scott on his toes for every day.
You got that right.
And so her role can definitely not be understated.
Right, and look, there's one other thing I should add, and that is that in the near future, I'm going to be looking for what I would call presenters who will actually put up videos like I do on lovinglivetv.com. In other words, it won't be the contributing channel. They will actually put up their own videos, and I'd like to see Michelle, for example, putting up perhaps one video a week or something like that, just to start off with. And I'm just putting this to Michelle right now, so that, you know, we have a growing team of people who are putting up videos on different topics, just like on a forum you have different forums and different topics. And I think that would be the next level of where Loving Life TV goes. Michelle, what are your thoughts about doing something like that once a week?
I would love to. You know, I love doing stuff like this, and I love being, for example, a moderator, and I love doing the live streams and being part of this new information, interesting topics, etc., etc. I wouldn't mind. I just need to find the time, though.
Yeah.
Because I've got my fingers in so many pies that I'm busy constantly the whole day. I mean, for the past 3 weeks, I've been going to sleep 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no.
You know, kind of finding my quiet time and then, you know, doing stuff. So I'm always game to do stuff. It's just being able to fit it in. So if you've got patience with me, then, yeah, I'm sure I will be able to do something like that and come up with something.
Fantastic. And, you know, the guy I had on a live stream last night, Dean, again, I'd love to see him produce a video once every couple of weeks for us on this whole thing about the integration and people, and you know, he's got some very interesting ideas. So that's where we're going. We're going to have it's not just going to be my ugly mug on the screen. It's going to be a bunch of other people who will be putting videos up on lovinglivetv.com. And that's great, because it's a transition, so that when I get to the stage where my vision is beyond it, people can take over that role. And you know, this is I guess another transition within where lovinglivetv.com will go in the future. And look, my eyes are fine at the moment, but yeah, I'm not going to go there. All right, guys. Look, I just want to thank our guests, Rudi and Michelle, for joining us, and Muzi as well. And yeah, Rudi.
Sorry, can I leave a bit of a bomb here on this live stream? And I'm not going to mention names, but I think I just want to alert our community to something that they're not even aware of. And that is that we've had the misfortune or a thing in recent weeks where people are trying to by all means remove Loving Life as it exists. And one of the things that you guys aren't even aware of is that Scott and myself and Marlena faced a High Court application in recent weeks. And we had to fight that. And people, those are major issues. And, you know, we were almost in for major legal costs and all sorts. If I hadn't been previously in the legal profession, it would have cost us thousands to get that court application against us dropped. But we managed to do that in the space of a weekend. We managed to bat that High Court application. So I want you guys to know that we're fighting the good fight, and we're fighting behind the scenes like you wouldn't imagine. We're fighting the good fight, and we are prepared to fight even if in the courts if needs be. So we'll keep the channel up, and we'll keep it relevant, and we'll keep the truth out there. So yeah, we've even had to fight court cases.
Yeah, there's a I tell you, this is a labor of love, and it's like a little baby that's, you know, gone through its growing stages, and it's now become a young child. And yeah, just like life, we've encountered a few people who are out there to try and damage what we're doing because they don't like the truth coming out there, but we're coping with it. I get the regular death email and stuff like that. I mean, I just, doesn't worry me anymore. It's just water up under the bridge. You know, I'm really not concerned about it. All right. Okay, on a more positive note, Lovinglivetv.com is coming of age, and I would say that probably by between June and September this year, we will be sending out those daily emails. The channel will probably be twice the size it is right now, and our subscriber base will be exploding because we will have the most comprehensive news base on South Africa on the internet, and that's the goal. And the other goal is to have a few sponsors who would be, you know, little lads who would then cover the ongoing upkeep costs that are being incurred. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for the moderators for the good work that you do in the side chat. Please share Lovinglivetv.com with all your friends. Get them to register. I want to thank Rudi once again for the fantastic job he does in the background. He works very long hours. And Michelle, thank you for the great live streams you put together. And
it's such a pleasure, Scott.
Wonderful. All right, guys, I'm going to sign out now and have a great evening. I'll leave the side chat on for a short while, just so you can say your goodbyes, and I look forward to seeing you on Lovinglivetv.com and in the forums as well. Bye for now.
Everybody.
Bye.